What's up, guys? So this is my buddy DeMarc's 2021 or 22, I don't know. It's got 4,500 miles on it. It's a wide body Charger Hellcat, like literally black on black on black everything. But DeMarc, most car guys, didn't waste any time with modifying this one. It's not a set of lowering springs. It's got some aesthetics on the outside for cosmetic stuff, and then it has a pulley. Not sure what size. I'm not sure how much boost this thing is supposed to be making now, but we are on our way to Majestic Motorsports in Jacksonville, North Carolina, to strap it down on the dyno and have it tuned. Mr. Duster Hoff from Duster Hoff Tuning is going to be remotely logging in and tuning the car, and this is, you know, way outside of my wheelhouse, which is mostly standalone ECUs and stuff like that. We're tuning with my phone today, so I had to bring the GoPro because I'll be using my phone to tune. I can't film with it. But all in all, this is not the first Hellcat I've driven. This is the first Hellcat Charger I've driven. I've always said if I was going to get a Hellcat, if I had $90,000 laying around, it would be either the Charger or the Durango. With the Charger, I mean, you got room for 4 adults inside of here. The interior on these are really, really nice, actually. You got suede or alpaca. It's alpaca on the steering wheel, and then yeah, it's got a whole bunch of the flappy paddles, the wiggly stick, the cool dashboard that we put. Right now we are in. We have the red key. We always make sure Hellcat owners don't go anywhere without your red key. I don't know why you want to even turn this thing down to 500 horsepower. Big bump, big bump, big bump. Ugh. Suspension, street. Yeah, that's the softest setting apparently. It could be better. Dude, this thing is clean. Yeah. Minty fresh. Takes all kinds here at Majestic Motorsports. Dang, dude. R32. Yes, I had to walk to the back and look at the taillights to make sure I didn't stick my foot in my mouth. So we are strapped down. First pull is going to be just a data log, and we're going to send it to Senior Duster Hoff and have him make some adjustments. It could be a one and done situation. Could take a few revisions, but we shouldn't be too terribly long on here. But shout out to Majestic Motorsports for letting us look. Pallets of race gas, Corvettes, JDM. Dude, look at this thing. Like, you could do bad things to this. Is that the oil filter? Oh, what a stupid way to mount an oil filter. But look at that, like the torque stripe. Dude, so sick. Look at every little bolt. It's just attention to detail. I really appreciate that kind of stuff. I'm not a JDM fanboy, but this is dope. first hit, and it's pretty good. So a Hellcat, this guy right here, is actually rated to 717 horsepower at the flywheel, and we just made 716 at the tire. So traditionally a Hellcat, I've been told, is down in the 600s. So obviously this is working pretty good. So we have logged it, we've sent it off to Mr. Dusterhoff. He will make some revisions, and he wants us to do another pull, we'll do another pull. This is the part where you think the video froze. But... All right, so we are, key is on, a key, it's not even a real key, pardon the dinging, but under the SRT dashboard here, we talked about race cooldown before. Engine is off, the hood is not ajar, it's a hood. Battery status is good, system status, cooling required. So we hit race cooldown, green light comes on. Now it should run, I believe, the fans, the intercooler pump to cool down the car. Pretty cool. We're just waiting for Mr. Dusterhoff to email us back a revised tune or tell us what to do. What a time to be alive. We're literally tuning with a phone. Here we go. The whole car is just freaking out right now. What? Until you reach your desired location, you may not be able to. The reason it's all freaking out is because we are uploading the revised tune. So on that pull, we made 741 horsepower. Pretty good for a car that's rated at 717 to the flywheel. So 741 to the tire. That's Dodge Demon territory, if you really break it down and think about it. What we are seeing on the data log apparently is a little bit of knock retard, and maybe a suggestion, if it does it again, he said, go get fresh fuel. Unfortunately, we've ran into this before with this car trying to do the street tuning where we have put fresh fuel in it. So this may be a situation where it just comes down, and we may have to just pull a couple of degrees of timing out of it by the time this is done. 1, 2, I gotta turn the ignition off, wait 10 seconds. Test performed on a closed circuit. It's crazy how Mexico looks nothing like Eastern North Carolina. Alright, I had to do one, D. Sorry. Alright, 2021 Hellcat Charger. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this car is super sick. I love the fact that you have 740 horsepower under your right foot at any given time. on pump 93 octane, a fuel that you can get anywhere. This thing on E85 would be crazy town. But the price tag that is associated with cars like this is something that I'm really not cut out for. That's not to say that I don't have the financial means to afford a car like this, but I had a realization a couple days ago, actually talking to DeMarc about other cars that he's interested in. And he's asking me, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? And I realized, I said, dude, you're asking the wrong person. I've never paid more than $24,000 for a car in my entire life. So when it comes down to brass tacks, would I buy a Hellcat? No, not unless they come down to $24,000. And let's be honest, that day is probably never going to come. But if I hit the Powerball or the Mega Millions, one of these days, maybe one of these. And if I was going to get a Hellcat, it would either be the Charger or it would be the Durango, because the Challenger is cool and everything like that. But I love the utilitarian aspect of having 4 doors. All the comforts and amenities that are inside this car, they're super sick. The only complaint that I have is the wide body stuff. If I was a Demon owner and then I saw Dodge putting these wide body flares on everything, I would kind of be a little bit upset. All in all, this car is super dope. I mean, it's fun as hell. You have enough power on tap to put the car in a position in traffic anywhere you want to, and basically nobody else other than maybe like the gnarliest of Teslas or another Hellcat can really get in your way. You definitely feel like a shark in a minnow pond when you're driving this car. Okay, so pros of ownership. 717 horsepower from the factory at the motor, 740 horsepower at the rear wheels with some simple bolt-on modifications and a quick tune on pump 93. That's pretty dope. Can you recreate that with an LS, with an LSA blower? Yeah, probably. So big power's a plus. It rides really, really good. And 4 doors, you can haul your whole family around in the thing. It is a practical vehicle. Downsides: number 1, price. It's insanely expensive to get one of these cars, and the market shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon with all these crazy above market value markups. Like, if you really want to play, then you're gonna have to pay. 2, the fuel economy. It's not the most fuel efficient vehicle in the world, and that is also directly proportional to your right foot and its position on the throttle pedal. And then the last one, which I encountered on the way home 2 times, because of this badge right here, every idiot on the planet wants to try to race you, knowing full well that they don't have a shot of actually beating you. They just want to see if you're going to get on it and give them a free show, which again goes back to number 2 con, which was fuel economy and the cost of tires. So if you like to show out for people, well, then this is a great car to do it. Hellcat, hell yeah. God, that was cheesy as the corniest way to end the video. So disappointed in myself. You fucking nerd! What a nerd! Oh, I'm gonna go to class. Oh, you fucking nerd, dude.